The tips that I would give you, if you were my brother, if you were my good friend and you wanted to get into this business and you said, Nick, where do I start? If you're like, hey, how do I land my first deal? And you're brand new to this business model, let me give you guys my tips. Number one, focus on getting the deal and stop, for the love of the Almighty, worrying about the tech. If you can sell a deal, there will always be somebody there to fulfill it for us the right price. You want me to prove my point? Go into any of these groups, any of these rank and rent groups, any of these SEO groups, and ask, hey, can anyone in here build a website for me? You're going to get 25 comments. Do this in the same group. Say, hey, can anyone sell my website for me? Crickets. Everyone in this business, when they first come into it, especially those of you that think you're good salespeople, especially you, because chances are, even if you are good, you're going to get your ass kicked in this kind of sale because it's totally different in the beginning. Everyone thinks, oh, once I get the website built, once I get the leads coming in, then I'm good. Let me ask you this, my friends. If that's the case, why do we have a Facebook group full of 4.1 thousand people, twice the population of the town I grew up in, with over 50% of the people in that group who have websites already producing leads, who have websites already ranking, who have been doing this for months and years and still are not making money? If getting the website is the end all be all, why is that group so popular? Why? If you are still having the mindset of building the website and ranking it, you're sitting in a wheelchair when you could hop into a Lamborghini, as MJ DeMarco talks about in the Millionaire Fast Lane. You're using the slow lane. And I use this example a couple times recently, and I love this example, but imagine, guys, imagine if I came to you and I said, Daniel, I've got this real estate investment for you. Here's the deal. It's in this random city. It costs you $50,000 to start, blah, 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 blah. Here's the potential returns, but there's a catch. You can't actually start looking for a renter for like 6 months. And then you go, well, am I going to get a renter right away? Well, not necessarily, but you could start looking in 6 months. You're going to look at me and go,
have you lost your mind?
You building a website without first getting a client is the equivalent of going and investing in a house where you can't even start renting that thing for 6-9 months. Guess who's paying the bank during the 6 to 9 months? You are. Guess who's paying the hosting? You are. Guess who's paying all the maintenance? Guess who's paying for the content? Guess who's paying to build the website? Guess who's spending their time checking this thing religiously? You. And you can't even start renting that bitch for 6 months at the minimum. It makes no sense. If you knew there was a way to get a business owner to pay you first, why would you not do that? Tip number 2, go into a tried and true niche. There's this common thing that's said in this industry. It's that the riches are in the niches. The riches are in the niches. The riches are in the niches. Now, is there money in that? Of course there is. But guess what, guys? For your first deal, why not just go get a deal? Why not already solve half of the equation? Because half of the equation is the niche, half of the equation is the city. What if we could eliminate half of the equation right off the bat? Go into a niche that is tried and true. What I discovered in 2020, because I got so sick and tired, I said, let me look at my current clients that I have and the ones that have been super low maintenance. Why don't I just do more of those? Why don't I just get really good at finding the cities? And why don't I focus instead on the riches are in the cities instead of the riches are in the niches? And guys, I made all of my money. I have made all of my money on getting really good at finding the right city. Number 3, make sure that there are plenty of business owners in that city and niche. When you do your first deal, let's say you choose Minneapolis roof repair, which I'm guessing are not good because Minneapolis is a large city, but let's say you do. You are probably, because this is your first deal, you are going to burn a lot of doors. What I mean by that is you're going to throw up on a lot of people. You are going to verbally vomit on a lot of people. You're going to say some things that you would look back on in a year and go, I cannot believe I actually said that. That's going to happen to you. And if you go into a city that only has 3 potential prospects, it only has 3 business owners paying for advertising, it only has 3 business owners or 5 business owners that even service the area, you are setting yourself up for failure. Make sure that there are enough business owners in the city and the niche. Guys, guys, in the beginning, you're going to burn through areas. You are going to burn through business owners because you're going to call and you're going to say something stupid. You're going to call and say something dumb. You're going to call and say something that confuses someone. It could have been the perfect business owner, and that's okay. But just make sure that that area has enough business owners to allow you to burn a couple of those doors or to burn a couple of those calls and not have to restart and go into a new area. Make sure, as tip number 3, there are plenty of business owners in that city. Yes, you want to go into a city that's not competitive, but make sure there's enough business owners.